Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to DreadOut. Last time we woke up in a creepy shack, and we got a call from our kind of spooky friend who is both crying and laughing, and seems to think she's trapped here in this spooky place we woke up in. We also got attacked by a pregnant ghost. We've got this flooded graveyard that seems to go on for quite a bit. There's something there off in the distance. I'm not sure we should go over there. Yep, that's definitely not something I want to be walking under. Besides, it's probably like 50 years bad luck. So we have a puzzle here where we can take a picture to extinguish this candle. But that actually doesn't do anything. There's not actually anything we can do here just yet. Let's head back and see what Ira's up to. Oh dear, got another hostile entity. This one is not a spirit quite, so we can see him even without our camera. But the combat's pretty much the same. You wait until he's vulnerable, hit him, and then move out of the way until he's vulnerable again. As indicated by the glitching effect on our camera. I will say these Indonesian spirits definitely make for some good creepy enemies. Though nothing can really match the amazing ghost from Fatal Frame 2 that just screams and falls headfirst through the ceiling at you repeatedly as her only attack. One of the funniest parts of that entire game. And it's not like a spooky scream either, it's like a oh shit I'm falling to my death scream, repeated every time. Alright, so we can't actually go back to where Ira is. Oh, this ghost is still blocking me. Because the door disappeared. We can't put out this candle with our camera. We should have got a Ghostopedia entry for that. I wonder why we didn't. We might not actually get Ghostopedia entries in the prologue, if I remember correctly now. Alright, so our only thing we can do is go back to this giant scary monster. And you can see that after defeating those two ghosts, the candles are now all lit. And, I mean, the only real puzzle here is that if we take a picture, it puts the candle out. So if we get all three candles in the picture, and get a little closer, you can put all three of them out at once. And that's where the original demo ended. leaving us on a cliffhanger as to what that horrible beast was. I'm sure we'll be seeing him again some other time.
Lisir wangi sliramu tumaking sirno ojo tangi kan muguling.
Don't wanna live without your love, without your smile, 'cause I know I love you.
Are you sure we're going the right way, man?
I think so. But how did the road suddenly get so
Total mess.
bad?
It's just like the road by our school. Well, hey, watch out!
What? What is it now?
So the whole prologue was essentially just a dream we were having in the car. Or perhaps a premonition. Also, it's never really completely explained why this group of people is here, but essentially this is a bunch of students and their teacher, who I guess were on some sort of school trip or something. If we go back here, we can actually change outfits. There are quite a few of them. So, we'll run through those later, I think. These are our kind of disturbing fellow classmates. There's definitely something a bit uncanny about a lot of them. And there's Ira again. Or no, wait.
Miss Siska?
I think this is Ira,
Where
yeah.
are we?
I really wasn't expecting there to be a bridge here. That complicates things a bit.
Hey, Miss Siska! Are you listening? Stop ignoring me!
Hang on a minute, Sal. Technically, we shouldn't be too far from home. But where is this exactly?
So, what now?
Actually, Miss Siska, what we should have done was taken a left turn initially, turned right at the intersection, and then went straight before turning around and making a left instead of a right.
Know it all?
Blabbermouth.
I think we might still be in the
Excuse me?
nightmare.
Guys, hey. Please, just calm down, okay?
Whoa.
Jeez.
This place is so awesome. Oh man, cool. So, how do we get over there? There's gotta be a way somewhere.
What are we supposed to do now?
Kind of a little odd that her name is Shelly, but it's pronounced Selly, or Cell for short. But I guess that's just a local thing.
Hey, Lynn.
Ira here is our buddy. I guess the only one we're really actually friends with out of these people.
Take my picture.
She's also pretty much the only one that ever refers to us by name, if I remember correctly.
God damn, what a wreck. With a bridge that size, this is a disaster. Well, this is just great. Huh. It's kind of like a horror movie, isn't it? Oh, you know, the first one to die is usually a perky girl. Just like you, Sally. Better be careful.
What? That is so not funny! If I die, I am totally going to haunt you.
Well, as long as the ghost looks like you, I won't be complaining.
As if. In your dreams, pervert.
I dream about being haunted by ghost girls that are attractive. Keep getting all these old, ugly, hag ghost girls in my dreams. In my restless dreams, I see that girl, Sally. So,
Dad? Come on, Dad, pick up. Where are you? Why won't you just pick up the phone?
oh, she sort of froze there for a moment.
Ah, voicemail.
You alright, Sally Bot? What about you, Teach?
Still, where exactly are we? Let me try checking the GPS. I could have sworn... No, I'm positive I took the right road. That's
She
really strange.
has really big
This
hands
town
sometimes.
isn't showing up on the map at all.
Well, a little bit of Truckosaurus going on there. Enough that her hand actually does not fit onto her wrist that it was clipping there. Alright. What about you, Donnie?
Huh? What is it, Lynn?
Look at him. Doesn't even have his shirt tucked in.
Hold on a sec.
Hold on a sec, I've got to slide away. I hope you guys are buckled in at home because we're not going to be seeing any spirits for a little bit.
Over here!
Yo, what's up?
Hey, wait! Where are you going? Don't just run off like that.
Donnie has removed the invisible wall that was preventing us from going through that bush.
You're going too far. Wait!
So, we could follow them, but there's also the option to just go this way. And say, peace, I'm outie. Sadly, Ira cannot keep up with us. You might think that we're going to hit an invisible wall, but this actually goes for quite a while. And there is an achievement for reaching the end. The path is still going. No sign of where we were. But we're now into the JPEG tree sprite zone. I feel like we're wandering into an old Doom custom WAD. Yep, it still goes. Gone downhill now. Until eventually you notice that this line you keep seeing of overlapping textures is actually the point where the path loops, and you just basically cross the same section over and over again from here, which is where you get the achievement. So let's just head back to the car, shall we? I'm sure the others are probably wondering where we went. Alright, let's go catch up to the teacher and our friends. Seems like the bridge isn't the only thing falling apart in this place. Also, I should mention too, it's not like we're stuck here or anything. We could just turn around and go back the way we came. But they want to check it out. Which, to be fair, if I was here, I'd want to check it out too. So we do have limited stamina. When you hear her panting like that, it's because I've run out of stamina. And even after she stops panting, you have to wait a couple seconds before you can run again.
This is incredibly odd. Looks almost as if the name was deliberately smudged off.
Yeah, it had to be on purpose. I wonder why.
It's very odd.
Oh, come on! This place is super creepy. Look, I'm already getting goosebumps. Why do we have to go in here anyway? Can't we just go home already?
There's no way a natural disaster caused this. A lot of the buildings are still intact, see?
Come on, quit fooling around. Let's just go back, okay?
You're right, Sal. Let's just grab the others and we'll get going, okay?
Well, we've already lost track of Donnie. He's run up ahead past us. This place is definitely a lot more of a modern ghost town than some of the other places, like in Fatal Frame. Oh look, somebody put their DeviantArt poster in here.
Oh, wow. A place like this actually exists.
Something in here. A soldier's medal. There are actually 3 of these scattered around the town, and there is a reason to grab them. An optional reason, but a reason nonetheless. It's also like this little neighborhood back here, but there's nothing back there. Oh, there's Donnie. How did you get back here? He was ahead of everybody.
You should really give it some thought. You are graduating soon, after all.
I know, and I've tried. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's all.
Well, to start with, I'm sure you have interests or passions you could explore. And just so you know, whatever you decide, I know that your father is a very considerate person.
Okay, I hope you're right.
It's sort of hard to get all the dialogue at this part because you essentially need to stick around the specific character that you want to hear the dialogue from. Ira here will kind of stick behind us at all times, so we don't have to worry about her, but she doesn't really have much to say.
This is practically a ghost town.
I like that she says practically a ghost town,
Gas here used to only be 7 cents.
even though there's
That's it?
nobody here.
A town like this left abandoned. What's wrong with our government anyway?
Ah yes, solar gas. Also, Iris Petroleum, do they also make phones when they're not making gas? So before we continue here, there's actually 2 things we want to see. There's this little restaurant over here. Someone moved to this town from somewhere else, and it sounds like the town had a bit of trouble even before it was abandoned. Can't get out the back here. But if we loop around, there's actually something hidden back here. This mystical-looking dagger stuck in a rock. Which is the Keris. This is one of the mystical items. It never really tells you this in the game, but there are 3 of these, and each one you collect will increase your run speed, your regeneration when you take damage, and it also reduces the amount of time to run to the light in limbo when you die. So each of these will make you stronger throughout the act. Though Act 2 does not use those, because it actually has 3 of its own, so you'll lose those abilities when you get back to Act 2. Which is a shame, because the faster run speed is definitely nice. Linda is not normally very quick. Up here we've got a little gas station. And this, like, military-looking UAZ type thing. And over here, we have the second soldier's medal. Alright, now let's go catch up to our fellow students. Are you guys coming, or are you just gonna stop here?
I wonder why this town was abandoned.
No, I guess they're just gonna stay back there. Alright then. You notice too that instead of streetlights, this town still has these big-ass braziers. So presumably these would all be lit at night. Dr. Jaga. There's actually quite a few doctors here for this little clinic. The sound of a door closing off in the distance. Over here by this weird monument is the final medal. Those won't do anything right now, but in the future they will cause something to happen that would not happen otherwise. And there's not really anything over that way. There's a playground here. But this is our destination over here. Don't know what happened to Sally and the teacher.
Hey, man, look. That school is huge.
Honestly, for the size of what we've seen of this town, this school kind of seems disproportionately large. But I guess in a rural area like this probably is a school for everyone in the surrounding countryside.
Hey, doesn't that seat look exactly like the one we used to hang out on in elementary school? Let's sit there for a bit. Reminds me of the first time we met. You still remember, don't you?
Oh, I see. Typical girl time.
Hey guys, we're about to check out the inside. Wanna come?
Maybe later.
Okay, you're lost.
Hey, where are you guys running off to? You two, stay here, okay?
Where are
Hey,
we going
be
now?
careful.
I so need a massage.
Yeah. I remember the weather was cloudy. Just like this. Our ride never showed up. We clicked right away, didn't we? Do you remember when we used to be in Girl Scouts together? Oh, who was that one teacher? He disguised himself as a pocong. Oh, I was so freaked out. But you weren't even fazed. And you threw a rock at him. No, it was more like the size of a boulder. Come to think of it, you were always kind of like my personal bodyguard. For free, though. Right, sis? Hey, I haven't called you sis in a long time.
Linda is definitely one of those cases where it's really weird that she's a silent protagonist. Because, like, Ira is basically carrying her own conversation
Hold on.
at us.
They've been in there for a really long time. We should probably go check on them.
And only after it became pitch fucking dark out did we decide, hey, maybe we should look for our missing friends who've been in this building all day. So we're gonna call it here for the second episode of Let's Play DreadOut.
What's wrong, Lynn?
There's actually going to be a bonus episode between this one and the next one because, well, we actually need to go into school to progress. We can go back into the town and there's some stuff going on now that wasn't going on during the day. So we'll do that, and then there'll be a proper episode where we actually go into the school and look for our missing friends, or fellow students and teacher. Until then, I've been Shadefire, and I will banish ghosts with you again next time. Until then, you folks all take care. So as I mentioned when we were here, the car actually does contain the option to change outfits. There are quite a few of them, so let's just run through them now. There's Linda's casual adventuring outfit. This fancy red dress, which we may be seeing a bit more of later. Linda's Night on the Town outfit. For her prostitute cosplay. Her soccer uniform from when the World Cup was going on. A different soccer uniform from the World Cup as well. A lot of these were added as just patches. A different sort of casual outfit with a Gundurwo, which is a variation on Genderwo, one of the creatures. We'll see. A very traditional looking dress. I played DreadOut for 2 hours and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. And back to our normal school outfit. So yeah, those are just the various outfits you can change to. There's no real unlockable ones, I don't think. I think a few of those might not show up until you've beat the game once, but, you know, there's no, like, special costumes or anything aside from that.